Spotify says they get 20,000 songs a day, but they did say that about 20% do make an editorial playlist. Let's give you some more tips to try to figure out how you can do it. So what's up, everybody? Track Sounds back again. I got another Spotify playlist tutorial. This is part 2. I'm gonna put part 1 right above me. A lot of people in the comments last time wanted part 2, so I'm not gonna hold you back from it. My question of the day is, how many monthly listeners do you have on Spotify? If you don't have, you put out any songs, and you probably don't have any, obviously, but if you have put out any songs, how many do you have right now on Spotify? Drop it in the comments. Let's check back in a few months or in a year and see where you're at. Let's try to get it 2 or 3 times by then, maybe using some of these tips to get on some playlists. So I'm work along with y'all and log in into my Spotify artist account. I made it in the first video. Like I said, I'm gonna link it up again one more time. This is talk about how to do your artist.spotify.com account. Very crucial in all your videos. So my recommendation for making your Spotify playlist first is release singles and not albums. Try to release at least a single every month if possible, and try to work ahead of the game because you want to submit at least 3 weeks to playlist before. So if you upload to your distributor like a distrokid or TuneCore, CD Baby, something like that, you'll go into your artist.spotify account, log into it. You can go to the music section here, then you'll go into your upcoming section right here. And then when you have a song that has been put out 3 weeks prior, it will pop up in this section. I don't have one at the moment because I just pitched this one not long ago to a playlist. It's an instrumental I put out, but I can enhance my release where you would hit manage right here and you would go in and fill out all your information. Like I said, I did do all this in the part 1 video, so if you want to know more about it, watch that part 1 video and I'll walk through all of that for it. I don't want to go into the same things over and over, but my recommendation is do release multiple singles every time, so that way if you drop an album, there's a lot of songs that are not going to be able to be submitted because you can only submit one song at a time, and if they're out on Spotify, you can't resubmit it. So if you get ahead of the game, drop a single and submit it 3 weeks prior and do this every month and get in a good rotate and get in a good feel of it, you have a much higher chance of hitting some of these algorithms because you'll have so many more opportunities. So that's my recommendation. Some people may not agree, but I definitely think that you should be releasing way more singles than albums. My next tip is make sure that your artist pick and your artist playlist are already properly set up. Spotify came out themselves and said this is one way that the playlist curators will go and look at your profile to see what your artist pick and some of your playlists are like. The more playlists you're on, the better chance you got. I talked about in the last video as well, making your own playlists. This is very smart. So I'll go in, this is in your artist.spotify.com account. You go into your section, you can go up to the profile at the top. Over here, you can do your artist pick on the right side. I already have mine picked. I have my album I put out a while back. I could change it if I want. I could remove it. I'm not gonna do it right now because I don't want to, but make sure your artist pick is something that you're really trying to push right now or is very similar to the style that you're trying to submit to playlist of. Then also you can scroll down and pick your artist playlist. I have one that all the songs that I produced. If I wanted to put some other ones that I've made, you know, you can put chill R&B, you can put different things that represent what you feel like. Because Spotify, like I said, Spotify themselves said that they come out and they look at this when people are submitting songs to them. So make sure that your artist pick and your artist playlist are set up properly. My next trick is get followers onto your Spotify. You got to drive traffic over there. Spotify wants you to keep people on their algorithm. So what's the best way to get followers on Spotify? Try a contest. A lot of people love contests and giveaways. If you want to give away $50 or $100 or a shout out if you're big enough or whatever like that, have them send you a screenshot of them following your Spotify account. And you know, this is a great way to really try to build some engagement over there. You really need to drive as much offline traffic to your Spotify profile as you can. My next tip is use distrokid. I think they are one of Spotify's 3 preferred distributors. I used distrokid way before I ever even was sponsored by them. They're a great platform. I'm gonna go into my account over here. So pull it up. What you can do is you go to your distrokid account. I'm trying to get it over here. Go to your distrokid account, you go over here to your right side where it says more. and you can do their playlist spotlight. So it loads up. One thing cool about distrokid too is it will, once you go, if you submit through distrokid and you link your artist Spotify account, they will automatically verify your Spotify. It's really cool. So how the playlist spotlight works on distrokid, these are submitting to their playlist, not Spotify curated ones, but their specific playlist. You go in and you can vote for what, you can click on one and vote on whatever music genre you want to. Let's say we're going to vote on hip hop. You can listen to a few if you want. You don't necessarily have to do this, but it's a good thing to do it because it definitely takes into account. So you can go up here to add your own track. I picked my homie Domans that I was a part of. I can pick my own thing. Then I can connect to Spotify, which I already did. And boom. Now it's going to submit to their playlist. And you can view their playlist right here. I'm going to my Spotify. Here's their one of Wheel of Playlists. It's got 120,000 followers. This one's got 124,000. Their hip hop one's got 120,000. So this is just another cool thing that DistroKid does. They have a lot of really cool tactics that I really like to be involved with there. So yeah, if you're not using DistroKid, it's something I highly recommend. But there's a lot of really cool ones out there. United Masters, TuneCore, all that. They probably have a lot of different things like this as well. I just don't particularly use them as much. So my next trick to try to get on some Spotify playlists is you can go search playlist. So I'll just show you how I would do it here. Let me just go boom. I would go in your search section on Spotify. I did this one earlier, just kind of messed around. Say I'm gonna type in new hip hop. Go down, go to playlist. You can go through some of them. Sometimes plug USA. Sometimes if it's a name of a company, sometimes you can search them on Google and they might have a submission thing. If it's just the name of a person, it's a little harder to find. But a lot of times these people will have their submission in their playlist, in their bio. So here, look, follow me on IG, _Gabriel Lake _. So what I would do is I would go follow them on IG. I wouldn't send them my song instantly. You got to build up some rapport with these people. You can't just dive in and, try to, hey, here's my song, here's my link, click my link. They probably get a pretty decent bit of that. Or, you got to build up some kind of network with them. So go in, give them a follow, like a couple photos. My ultimate trick too is them share this playlist on your story and tag them in it. Start to build that up to them. Show them that you're willing to help promote their stuff too. Maybe have a couple of your friends tag them, say they found the Spotify playlist through you. These are just some tactics you can try. But what also you can do too sometimes is, let's see, let's find word one up. I was scrolling through quite a few of them earlier. Not all of them are going to have, information in the bio. Let's see this one. So this one at 181st for submissions, same thing. Go follow them. And some of them might be cut and dry, like, hey, here's your submission, or hey, you need to pay for it. And you can decide if that's up to you. You know your budget, and you can look at it and tell if it's something that you want to be a part of. But this one right here too, playlist submissions via email, boom. You can type in all types of things too. So there's quite a few of them out there. You can Google search them. You just really try to build some rapport with them though. Don't just spam them your links. It just doesn't work. Build a database. If you're going to build an Excel spreadsheet or something, and mark these down so that way you can always know where they're at and always go back to them, and just try to stay in touch with these people. There's a few other tips I have for you that you can also use to submit. There's a few sites that are out there too. I covered a couple of them last time on the first video, but I always like bringing them back up because they're all pretty good. SubmitHub.com is one that you can submit to Spotify playlists. These all cost a little money as well. So, do your research on which one might actually be for you, or if you want to try one. This is how you build business though. No business started with no dollars down. So don't be discouraged. You need some kind of budget going to it, but there's playlisthunter.com as well, playlistsupply.com as well. These are all a couple new ones. SubmitHub is probably the biggest one and has the best list of influencers and some other things like that. I know quite a few people that are on SubmitHub too, and I know a lot of them that actually really do check the music. So that's probably my personal recommendation, but the other ones seem like they're promising as well. I've used them a few things. But don't be afraid to do a little trial and error with them. And, if it doesn't work out properly for you, then no problem. Just go to the next one. Use it as a learning lesson from that. So keep going on it and don't give up for that reason. Studio going tonight for sure. Got 3-room studio in here, so it's always pretty busy. I love it. Next one, we're gonna keep going on. Give your full backstory. Like when I say full, slightly narrated too, but when you submit these songs, I was talking about earlier, submitting on your artist Spotify account when up for the upcoming releases. I don't know why I stuttered so much right there. Make sure you do give some background information on you and how the song came up, how it makes you feel, what kind of mood it had you in, why you created it, things like that. This is something that Spotify, they specifically said as well, that they look into and they try to pair it up with the genre and playlist that might fit perfect for them. Don't be afraid to use keywords within your genre too. If you're a Southern hip hop artist, say you make, use some different songs that might be on a playlist that you're shooting for. I saw one for Southern or for new hip hop as well, and Southern hip hop from Spotify. And use artists that it may sound like. Use songs that are out right now that it may sound like. If you're into a specific subgenre of the music, I really like my music is very trap soul. If you make that type of R&B, or if you make synthwave, or you know what type of music you make, and use very keyword specific words to your genre, because this will help them start to paint a picture for where the song might fit in one of their playlists and what it's going to sound like going into it. You got, like I said earlier, they get 20,000 songs a day is what they said, but they did say that 20% of those songs do make a playlist. That's what they said. Might be true or not, but I've definitely had some success with playlists, and I know quite a few people that had, so don't be discouraged by that. These are just some more quick tips and tricks. I will make a part 3 if y'all comment enough below. Like, follow, or subscribe. I get all the social medias mixed up, but like, comment, subscribe. I really do appreciate y'all for checking it out. I try not to make these videos too long or ramble on too much. So without that, let me know if you have any questions. Let's get those playlists going. Take care.